Your energy is forcing someone, I feel like, to face a truth that has not been spoken. Okay. I feel like there's protection here, but there's also an element of sacred energy, you guys. Now, I'm getting here. Welcome back, you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I am seeing here very much so highly intuitive energy when it comes to you. Okay. And today we're going to be stepping into a very specific frequency. Okay. Intuitively awaken. That I'm getting here that sacred protection, right? Now, I'm getting here many of you aren't just waiting, okay? You've actually entered this state of profound energetic silence, all right? So, this is the energy for you guys that I'm picking up on. Now, I feel like you've stopped maybe chasing or stopped explaining and you just started being, okay? Now, this isn't just like a boundary, all right? It is what I'm getting, a spiritual shield, all right? So, and I feel like what you may not realize here is that your piece is actually acting as a reflection, okay, for someone because you are finally, I feel like, being honest with your own worth, all right? So, the person on the other side, you guys, whomever this is that I'm picking up on, is being forced to face a truth that they've tried to bury for a long time, you guys. So let's go ahead and look at your energy first, okay? Because I am picking up on that, you guys. As always, please remember to only take what resonates and leave the rest. Always use your intuition and your discernment, you guys. Let's go ahead and get into this message and see what is going on here, okay? So, I'm getting here, there's a fortress, okay? But what's interesting, when I said that, we have the Nine of Discs showing up here as well as the Queen of Air, okay? So, you know what? This energy, let's look at this, okay? Because I'm getting that you've realized that your energy is actually currency and you're no longer spending it on people who don't know its value. Okay. So there may have been something, I feel like someone that you were definitely like pouring into, but maybe you weren't seeing that return, is what I'm getting, on which you were investing. Okay. Or at least not to what you needed to see, is what I'm getting here. Okay. So with that energy, I do feel like spiritually, right? I feel like you've built this fortress of self-respect. Okay. Now that could be, look, I'm physical as well, right? So it's quiet though, isn't it? That's what I'm getting here, right? So it's not a lonely quiet that you're in, collective, but it's a protected one. All right. So this could definitely be a shift that happened, deep within. All right. That's actually, I'm seeing, it's like showing on the outside. Okay. So I'm getting the energy of you've surrendered the how and the when. And in doing so, collective, right? When you do that, okay, you become energetically untouchable. Okay. So I feel like this may be someone that is seeing now that, it's something about maybe, they're no longer getting that same energy from you, or it's like you're not acting in a certain manner anymore. Okay. Something they know, okay, that there is a shift here. Now, with this energy here, okay, look, we do have the Eight of Air. So you somebody scratching their head, okay? That's what I'm getting here. So, and also look at this with the 5. You guys, this is of air. Listen, you guys, this energy right here, let's look at what your protection, okay? is doing to them. All right, because you aren't feeding an old cycle, right? So you feel like that was something that was maybe draining, okay, and leaving you maybe feeling, empty or something like that. So I'm getting here, they are finally left alone with their own thoughts, okay? And they thinking. That's what I'm getting here, because that's why this card is showing up, you guys. So this is someone that is in their head, okay? Yeah. So you may not realize it. I feel like some of you guys, IAS, you have, you know, noticed that there is something changing within you, okay? Yeah. So do they. All right? So, I'm getting that it's like they're trapped in their own mind, but I feel like your silence has removed the distraction, okay, of some sort, okay? So they used to rely on the chase maybe to feel, validated, or to somebody here is dealing with an issue with self-worth or something like that, is what I'm getting here. But they definitely relied on, I feel like, you pouring in, or actually, just making them the main focus, that they didn't have to do anything for themselves, if that makes sense. Okay, so there was like a wound, I feel like, that was left unhealed. And now they're having to address that. Okay, and that's the reflective energy. So with this card, they are seeing the cracks. That's what this is telling me, okay? In their own narrative. And I feel like that's what they, their self narrative, right? Every unspoken truth they try to ignore is rising to the surface, because I'm getting here that flicker of light of yours is highlighting their shadows, right? Now, some of you guys, this is someone that nobody maybe ever told them, okay? But in maybe, this isn't something that you did verbally, you didn't vocalize this with this person, but it is your energy that is definitely letting them know, okay? Now, I feel like because they feel as though it's like wavering, it's dissipating, it's something like that, right? So they're facing the reality of what they lost when they chose fear over connection, right? This is about somebody who's not being real with themselves, you know? It's like almost like being above reproach, is what I'm getting here. So this is someone that is operating in like maybe this alter egoic state or something like that. They were. Okay, so that's what I'm getting, intuitively awakened, right? So with this energy, okay, I'm getting that this is where this breakthrough is happening with someone, okay? Now, with this energy here, I feel like this is someone's, their inner turmoil is speaking now, okay? And I'm getting here that it's being like triggered because now they have to see it. So it's like nobody going to tell them. Nobody going to tell them that, like they were wrong, or how they were navigating this connection with you. They were taking it down the wrong path or something like that. They were putting, image or something like that before this, connection with you. Okay. This is the type of energy that I'm getting. So now it's like this person is forced to definitely sit in this energy and the mess that they created. For some of you guys, please take it how it resonates. Okay. And that's where I'm getting the realization is coming in. All right. So what we have here, this next card, look at that. We do have judgment. Okay. So, and it's kind of like with you, collective, I'm getting here, you like, I ain't telling, I don't have to say anything. You don't. It's like that your energy is currency and it is worth its weight, is what I'm getting here. Okay, so with that being said, it is very valuable, and through, I feel like, that comes lessons, right? So this person realizes that you were very much invested in them, in this connection, and now they're seeing that maybe you are withdrawing that. Okay, yeah, and now it's piqued their interest, is what I'm getting here. Okay, and themselves, what did they do, what could they have done better, type of energy. Yes, and also too, what's going on with you. So y'all, because I feel like this is kind of like one of those things where they never seen this in you before. Okay, but it's also, I'm getting here, it's placed them on a learning curve. That's what I'm getting, right? About future, long term, um, you know, lifetime connections and things like that. So it's kind of forcing them as well to take inventory, okay, of what they truly have, right? From an emotional standpoint, assets, right? So it's like, what do they really have to offer? Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of like they're sitting here and they're pulling apart. What do I have? It's like, because they're now seeing your absolute value. Okay. But it kind of took, I'm getting here, for you to kind of pull that plug, right? Yeah, lock that vault up type of energy is what I'm getting here. So, but I don't feel like it is that, just that, it's not over type of energy is what I'm getting here. No, but I do, because, it's like it's very strong feelings that I am picking up here, you guys. But at the same time, I feel like maybe this person feels like they know they don't have the combo, they don't have the code to get back in, right? So that's why they're now looking at themselves. So because it's like now they're over here looking in. This is someone, I feel like, that they were so close. Now it's like so distant. You guys, something like that. But I feel like that's your ascension as well. Okay? Intuitively awaken, y'all. Listen. So what I'm getting here, look at that. Ace of Chalices. Okay? So this energy here, you guys, this is, they're facing, it's like that you were always their destiny, right? You were always that person. So this is kind of like someone that's like head in a hand type of energy, like, what did I do? Okay. And also too, what can I do? So this is also, I'm getting here, a results driven type of energy that is emerging from this person. So it's no longer about just sitting there. This is someone that, it's like they're going to take action to see some type of, I feel like, payout or something like that, right? In a good way. So I'm talking about emotional, I'm talking about the future, I'm talking about committal energy, right? So what I'm seeing is that they weren't ready for the depth of that truth that they are experiencing now. Okay? I'm getting here, many have come and gone, right? But something about your energy, it's still there. There's that connection, okay? Tethered. Yeah. So I'm seeing, you guys, the confession coming through, all right? I it's like somebody is saying to themselves, and this could be to them, I thought I could outrun this, but your piece reminded me of everything that I'm missing, type of energy, right? So they're realizing their only way back to you is through their own healing, right? Yes. And their own going within. And this is them, I'm getting here. They have, this is someone I feel like that has experienced a very profound, deep knowing. okay? Which is actually that integration into the higher self type of energy that I'm picking up on, that is this otherworldly energy, right? So someone is experiencing some type of supernatural, I feel like, experience, okay? But they're also still, I feel like, very much attached, right? On a deep soul level with you. See, Stara energy. Come on now. There it is. Okay. So that right there, you guys, is definitely giving that healing energy. And with this as well, y'all, this also shows, this card can actually be representative of a detachment, okay, type of energy. All right. Um, so I feel like for some of you guys, this, I don't feel like for anyone in the collective, you know, and if you're guided to this message, I'm sure you feel me on this. It was not easy, okay, for you to maybe pull that energy back, okay, um, or to just be away from this person. But I feel like, you know, it was something about shifting your energy to where it put you on a different plane. And then it was kind of like, it wasn't, the feelings are there, but it's like you're not resonating on the same frequency that you once were. Okay. That's what I'm picking up on. So that's where it was like, I'm getting here some paradoxical energy that came in there, right? So I feel like that's definitely indicative of that counterpart energy, right? And what I said was like, you know, this is not the end all be all for this connection, right? But I do feel like there is a pause, okay, necessary for one's growth, okay? So let's take a look here and see, because you guys, again, if you're guided here, you know, I feel like this is your message. If you say, you said, wait a minute, let me see what, you know, IAS is over here talking about. And yeah, so if you're still here, you guys, please make sure you hit that like button. But I feel like, you guys, the what they're facing, okay, it's not that your sacred protection just pushed them away. It pushed them inward, okay? Because a lot of times, you guys, these types of situations happen to allow someone to know that they are enough and they are, you know, worthy of this connection, you know? So that could have been where this person was in their subconscious mind. Okay. And that, you know, and now it's bringing it forward to the conscious mind. Okay. With them. So that's where I'm getting this person is at. And I'm seeing here a new start or something like that in emotion. So they are realizing through all of this, you guys, that the only way back to you is through them and their inner work. Okay, so you guys, this is divine hope showing up here. So it's not lost, all right? But I feel like, you know, some of you guys here, you know, it's like you're kind of wondering, like, what is going on here, okay? Or this could be with your person. So y'all, please share it, okay? And don't forget to hype your girl up, all right? Vibe tribe. But I'm getting here, it's something about your unshakable peace that has, you know, caused this awakening, no doubt about it. And I'm getting here, this is something that needed to be, it needed to happen, right? But this is something that I feel like happened on a etheric level, to whereas there is like this protection around you that was necessary for now, so that this person, right, so that it would like cause this awakening, but also too would protect you from the energy that they were operating in. So this gets deep here, okay, you guys, but you know how we do over here, okay? So let's get a few more here and see what we get. Y'all, this reading really went in. So this is someone's, I feel like this is definitely tapping into, look, the angst that someone is sitting in. You see that with the 9 of air, okay? And there's something about some elusive energy, but I'm seeing, look at that. Okay, so world upside down, but then this is also representing that chapter, okay, or a cycle, okay? Something is changing here, but I feel like it is absolutely changing for the better, okay? Especially with this showing up here. All right. So, yeah, that definitely gives that confirmation, okay, that it's like stay in your peace and let source handle the rest, okay? Because things are working out for your highest good for you and your person, okay? Look at the next card. There it is, the solar energy. So that's giving that better days, brighter energy, okay? Let's get a few more before we get out of here, y'all. You know how we like to do, okay? Let's get some of these oracles here and see what we get, okay? What else does the collective need to know? Please give us more, you guys. So look at this. It's okay to forget. It's okay to remember. It's okay to do all of this all over again, right? So that could be addressing someone's energy, right? Lessons and realizations. That could be you. Okay, so it's like this person coming towards you. It's like, yeah, what should you do? I feel like that is definitely confirming there is a shift here. Okay, so in harmony. Look at that. And truth. I can't make it up. So look at that. Think which is true. Remember that your thoughts create your reality. Okay. And you're very powerful, high spiritual ranking, intuitively awakened. Look at that. Okay. Let's get one more here for you guys and see what is going on. Yeah. So I'm seeing, okay. It's okay. It's like somebody, it's like, it's okay to not know, but follow that intuition is what I'm getting here. Okay. Follow your heart with this, because there's definitely, I'm getting here, tied in with one another. Okay, yes, so there is a divine flow that is showing up here, yin and yang. So you balance this person out and they're realizing that I'm getting here in this silence, in this absence with you, collective. Okay, so it's like they feel maybe that, you know, something's off or something like that. They feel it in their spirit. That's why I'm picking up on this energy, but it's forcing them to face this, right? But again, I feel like you are being protected, but you can let go now and surrender to what is acceptance, right? Look at that. Ooh. And look at that. So there is, ooh. I feel like what is love. And that's where the surrender is coming in. Okay. You guys, I'm going to leave this message here as always. Thank you guys so much as always for stopping by. And I will see you guys for your next message. As always, don't forget to hype your girl up. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I will see you for your next message. Until next time, guys, take care. Love ya. Bye.